Hello everyone, Jonathan Chi here, and today is May 1st, 2020, and this marks the end of week 7 working from home. But today I'm actually in my office. I came to actually do a couple things. I had to go to a house in Rancho, Cucamonga here, so I figured I'll just do some work here since no one is here. It's very safe here. For the people, if it's the first time you're watching my video, I'm Jonathan Chi. I'm a local realtor here in West Covina area, and I service the surrounding cities in Southern California. And first of all, I want to also apologize for the email last week. I actually the Saturday email I forgot to include the actual clip, and then for the Sunday email, actually I typed the wrong subject in there. It is supposed to be recession does not equal to housing crisis, but somehow because the subject is very long, so I missed that not in there. So I'm sorry for the confusion in there. And then so couple things, just some refresh. In the week 3 video, we talk about the forms. That's very important, very important, especially because I have more listings coming up. We're going to be asking for that from all the buyers and buyer's agent. And then week number 4, we talk about refinancing your house. If it's a good time to refinance your house, actually rates are even lower this week. And I just talked to our escrow officers downstairs. It's a good time. So get ready, get your file ready, talk to your lender, get your file ready. Okay, so interest rate is very low. In week 5, we talk about my realtor survival bag. I actually have it just right over there with me. Everywhere I go, I bring it with me, so it has all the essentials that I need, to do my job. And like I said before, I recommend everyone to have a bag like that. So when you go out, you just grab it and go. In week 6, which is last week, we talk about what the showing practice now are. What we ask from the showing agents, we ask for the forms, and then we ask for their pre-approval before we set an appointment with them. So we turn on the lights for them and things like that. So that was in the week 6 video. And in this week 7, I can't believe it's May already, right? Like I said, we've been actually asked to work from home before everything. So we are definitely showing more activities for showing requests since last week, and then this week even busier. And like I just mentioned, rates are actually lower again. Rates are actually very low. So if you are thinking about refinance or buying, it is definitely a time to look into it. And I know it's still a challenging time out there. But for some people it might be the right time. So so if you need more information, definitely let me know. And today too, I also want to talk about, because I know I mentioned it a couple of times, so I'm looking at my cheat sheet over here. I also want to talk about some numbers with you, because I know in the previous weeks I've been wanting to talk about numbers, but it just sometimes it's hard to put them together in the middle of the month. So since we are on May 1st, and I have some numbers prepared for you, so I'm just I don't have the fancy things going on here, but and I'm just going to use some examples too. I'm not going to talk about the whole LA County or whole San Bernardino County. This is actually very local numbers, and these are just the cities that are usually working. So I want to share some numbers with you. So keep in mind today's May 1st. I just ran the number actually today and yesterday. So the number is a little different from when I ran it yesterday. But also keep in mind too, because I'm talking about the April numbers, but the May 1st, closing, and my actually not the closing, but the active ones might include the ones that's listing today. So some comparison. So in the city of Covina, in April there are 63 active listing, 43 pending sales, and then 47 closed sales, and 10 homes on hold. So that means 47 homes sold in Covina in April 2020. Comparing to April 2019, which is a year ago, there was 63 new listings. Okay, 63 new listings. That means homes listed between April 1st to April 30th, 2019. Because I'm not able to narrow down the number. So 63. and then 48 pendings, and then 46 sold in April 2019. So if you look at the numbers, actually we have exactly the same amount of listings as last year, which is good. And then we have a little less pending, we have 5 less pending homes, and then the closed number is actually 1 up. So the closed number is actually 1 up. And then there are 10 homes on hold, right now. What that really says is market is about the same. And then I'm not sure if you remember, because April last year was actually interest time, because that was actually the time the market was actually a little slower. It's also because of lack of inventory, and then interest too. I don't know if you remember, interest actually went a lot higher more towards the end of 2018, and then it kind of goes into the first quarter of 2020. So the last year first quarter was a little slower for sure, from if my memory serves me correctly. So that's in Cedar Covina. And then Cedar West Covina, which is where I live, April 2020, we have 72 homes that's currently active on the market, and then 45 homes pending. That means they're in escrow, and 31 homes closed, and 12 homes on hold. Okay, comparing to the year before, there were 92 active homes, 70 pending, and 54 closed. So we definitely see that less homes are, well, first of all, lesser homes are on the market. We have 20 less active listings compared to last year. So the inventory level is very low. We also have lesser pending and lesser close as well. But the difference between last year and this year is actually we have 20 less listings. We have, I want to break down this way, 25 less pending homes, okay? And then 13 less homes closed. So, because you have lesser active listings, that of course you have lesser pendings and sales. So when I look at the numbers, I think the number is actually about the same level as last year. And that's in City of West Covina. All right. And let's talk about San Gabriel. San Gabriel is interesting. So in April 2020, we have 45 active homes, 16 pending, 15 closed, and 7 on hold. Okay. And then if you go back to a year before April 2019, we have 50 homes active, 26 pending, and 27 closed. So if we look at the number, the inventory level is actually very similar, but we do have lesser pending and lesser close in San Gabriel, so which is actually a very interesting number, because San Gabriel is a very desirable area. And by the way, these numbers are including all the real estate, which is apartment, condo, single family homes, not commercial, but all the residential real estate. Okay. Not multifamily, by the way. And then in city of Rancho, Cucamonga, which is where my office is at, in city of Rancho, Cucamonga, we had 279 active homes in April 2020. 100, I can't read my own handwriting right now, I'm sorry. 155 pending homes, and then 112 closed, and then 35 on hold. Okay, and this is actually a very interesting part. Again, the numbers might be a little off, just because these are the listing number. It's also from the like what's left from March to April right now. Okay, that's what they mean by active. Like active means they're on market for sale. So April 2019, because those are the homes that's listed between April 1st and April 30th, 2019. Okay, keep that in mind. So we had 224 active, 199 pending, and 163 closed. So that's actually a very interesting number. So we actually have lesser homes for sale last year compared to this year. So the inventory level is actually higher, but we have lesser pending and closed this year comparing to last year. So what that says, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's more of a buyer's market, but it definitely means that we have more inventory, and then we are more coming into a buyer's market, but not necessarily a buyer's market. Because when we look at these numbers too, something very important is that what we look at the absorption rate, which is how many homes on the market and how many closed in the last 30 days. So even looking at Rancho Cucamonga right now, we are looking at lesser than 2.5 month inventory, which, lesser than 3 month inventory, actually less than 6 month inventory, is still more of a seller's market, and that also means the inventory is low. So if you look at all these areas in Covina, we have not even 1.5 month inventory. In West Covina, we have maybe about 2.5 month inventory. St. Gabriel, we have about maybe 3 months of inventory. Rancho Cucamonga, we have about 2.5 months worth of inventory. So inventory level is actually still relatively low, and that also really marks a good time for both buyers and sellers. If you're a very strong buyer, your financial is good, you can qualify for a loan, most likely you will be able to get in a place. And same thing for the seller too. If your home is in good condition, if it's priced right, it's marketing right, you will be able to get your home sold. Yeah, that's really, that's how the real numbers. I didn't make them up. I got them from MLS, and I'm hoping this helps to give you a little more understanding about what's going on in your local market. I can cover all the cities. I can, but that'll take a long time. But if there's a particular city, like Walnut, Diamond Bar also work there, San Dimas, Glendora, and Chino Hills. If you want any particular number for your city, reach out to me. I can run the number for you, and then I'll just email it to you. I'm also going to put these numbers down in the email too, so you guys can take a look at it. And I know it's been a long 7 weeks, at least for me, it feels like it, but I'm just really glad that, everyone's safe. And then stay safe, stay strong. Some people told me that it sounded like I was telling you guys to stay drunk. No, I mean stay strong. And things are getting better. Things really are getting better. And I know there's still a lot of anxiety out there, and it's definitely still not the easiest time, but we'll get through this together. I have to say, personally, I am very surprised at how the market performed in March and April, because it really, as a office too, we've been busy, and not just for me, and it just, I have to say, I am surprised, in a good way, how market was performing in March and April. We are definitely seeing that things are taking longer, I have to say, because it's really getting harder for the buyers to qualify for a loan. There is the FHA, VA. If you're only doing the minimum down payment, it's hard right now to get qualified. So for most buyers, you're probably looking at least depending on purchase price too, you're looking really at least 10, 15, 20% down. Depending on the purchase price, especially in LA County, because our purchase price is much higher. You're looking at average house, 700,000 and above. So so definitely, buyers getting qualified is getting a little tougher. But I have to say that in the last 2 weeks, most buyers that came to show the house came with at least 10 to 20, 30% down. So, which is also a good sign that the qualified and serious buyers are still out there looking. And again, if I can help you with anything, whether it's real estate related or not, I'm here to help. And stay safe, and hope everyone's doing well. If you need me, give me a call. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good weekend.